These are my audience members, Blake, Christy, and Steve. As stated by the DMV org in the article Texting and Driving, at least 9 people are killed every day because of a distracted driver. If caught texting and driving, you could be given a ticket. It is proven that a person cannot multitask, so while texting and driving may seem okay, it is very distracting. Texting and driving has also been shown to be a large percent of car accidents and deaths within those accidents. As stated by Hood, Kowalski, Hopkins, Padgett, in the article, A Multi-Method Approach to Understanding Behavior Changed the Case of Texting and Driving, written in 2017, it states, distracted driving, specifically texting and driving, has become a nationwide public health problem in the U.S. with negative and potentially fatal consequences. Texting and driving is not only illegal and distracting, but it is also the cause of many accidents and deaths. There are many reasons why people should not text and drive. And the first one should deter you away is that it is illegal. Not only if a cop sees you, he can pull you over, he could give you a warning, or he could give you a ticket. In Connecticut, a law was passed in 2008 that people of 18 years or older are not allowed to text and drive. And after doing a study, a cop pointed out that people ignore this law because they are so used to being on their cell phone that they have an urge to be on their cell phone while texting and driving. And the law that was just stated becomes secondary and out of the window, and so they just continue to text and drive. It has been proven that in many articles that people cannot multitask. So you cannot text while fully paying attention to the road, which makes you and other distractors on the road distracted, other drivers on the road distracted. Since you cannot pay full attention while texting and driving, it is extremely dangerous. In the article Cell Phoning and Texting While Driving, written in 2015 by Judy and Chaboza, it states that in a study, 65% of the respondents reported that younger drivers are more distracted than older distracted drivers, or experienced drivers. Now, just because the older drivers are experienced does not mean that they should be texting and driving either. It is pretty much the future is the younger drivers, they are the future. If they are seen texting and driving, then the younger, it goes on and on and on. That it will continue, and texting and driving will continue, and just like a domino effect, keep it going. It is not okay to text and drive, and older drivers may seem more okay with it because they're experienced and they don't get in as many accidents. It is still not okay, and it is still illegal. Instead, you could use a wireless phone, you could call, or just not be on your phone. In fact, texting and driving increases the chance of a crash by 23 times, as stated by Why is Texting and Driving Dangerous in 2018. In the same article, it states that there are 3 types of distracted driving: manual, visual, and cognitive. Texting and driving is all 3 types. So while texting and driving, all of these types are being engaged while you're driving. Texting is all 3 types, demonstrating just how dangerous this activity is. There is an example of manual distractions would be taking your hands off the wheel. Cognitive takes your focus off of safe driving, and visual takes your eyes off the road. More than 3,000 teens each year are in a car crash caused by texting and driving. That is an obscene amount of teens that are in a car crash. There's so many more statistics, but this is one that stuck out to me. There are so many that die each year from just a car crash that is caused by texting and driving. Like I said, there's many facts that I've seen, and one of them was that 1.6 million accidents has been caused from texting and driving. 26% of car crashes in 2014 involved cell phone use. More than 1,000 people are injured every day due to a distracted driver. This could be from anything, but the majority of them are pulled from texting and driving. In 2015, 42% of teens say that they have texted while driving. And this just proves to show that texting and driving is the leading cause of death in teens. It has also been proven that texting and driving delays a driver's reaction time as much as driving under the influence. Everybody knows about how dangerous drinking and driving is. There are so many deaths that are caused from it. It is not okay. You can be pulled over, you can be brought to jail. Any opportunities that you had could be taken away because it has gone on your record. There's so many things that could be taken away from drinking and driving, and now all of these have been passed down to texting and driving. Texting and driving has now surpassed drinking and driving in its deaths and causes. It has replaced drinking and driving deaths among teenagers. Although these are such horrible facts and statistics, there's one simple way to prevent all of it. Just don't do it. It's simple. You could use a hands-free phone, you could use a Bluetooth, you could wait to text, you could pull over, you could call. There's so many other ways to get around it. And one simple one is, like I said, just don't do it. It stops all the accidents that could happen. It stops you from being distracted. You won't be getting pulled over for that reason, and you won't be distracted as in getting in an accident or killing another person. Texting and driving is illegal. It's distracting and it causes many accidents and deaths. You could receive a ticket. You could be completely unaware of what is going on around you, which distracts the other drivers on the road. Or you could cause a tragic accident that could ruin lives. Texting and driving can be tempting. If you want to see what your future has in store for you, then texting and driving should not be an option. The text can wait. Your life cannot. My audience members again, my dad, Steve, Christy, and Blake.